Cinema back, another dish. Hi, how are you? How we doing out there? As you see on your dial, oxygen. You know, my heart started racing right before I was dude. That didn't even. Rarely does that even happen when I have guests on, and all of a sudden, like, first of all, I have a second-rate operation here. God damn it! I gotta stop saying first of all. It happens like 45 times a show. I got a second-rate operation going here, so that's annoying always to begin with. But as the intro music is playing, my heart's just like, what the hell? And and it's because I was thinking about the movie and how, like, claustrophobic and mind-blowing and terrifying it was. I mean, so I oxygen. I heard a lot of people. What is it about? So this lady. Did you guys ever see Inglourious Bastards? Melanie Laurent, who plays Liz Hansen in this, she was Shoshana. That's her most notable. And I think maybe some of you have seen her in Now You See Me, or Operation Finale, Six Underground, maybe some of that. But I never will ever miss a chance to watch Alexandre Aja perform, French director, ever since I saw High Tension in a lonely theater in Akron. Great experience. So ever since then, all in. I mean, yeah, Hills Have Eyes, the remake, if you guys, I thought Hills Have Eyes. I know horror fans. The remake, I think, is better than the original, Wes Craven. I said it. Yeah. The remake of The Hills Have Eyes. Not necessarily number 2. We got kind of, I don't know if we got away from the point. That doesn't even fair, because what is the point? It's batshit crazy. We're not talking about Hills Have Eyes, but I'm just saying that I followed Alexandre Aja's career, and it just happened to have the Hills Have Eyes remake on it, and a lot of horror fans, get all up and it doesn't matter which one you think is better. That's why art is awesome. There are no wrong answers. You can be right, whatever. Don't matter. Just because I like it, the remake more, doesn't mean that you suck because you like Craven's more. Doesn't at all. Let's be friends. Let's stop the hate. He did Mirrors. Alexandre Aja did Mirrors, which I really liked. It's, as far as horror films go. And I like the Piranha 3D remake. I didn't see the 38 Double D. I didn't watch that one, but I like that one. I thought that was really fun. And what's his face? His dick was like on the bow of the. But anyway, and first time writer for Oxygen, Christy LeBlanc. I reached out to her before to come on the show before I watched it, and it occurred to me, I don't know, way too long into the film, before I realized, she's probably French, and that would probably not happen. Not to say that she doesn't speak English, but who am I? I'm going to fucking talk to you. Well, the first time, whatever. Get the fuck out of here. Anyway, first time writer, first time lady, Christy LeBlanc. And in terms of, Oxygen is a French survival thriller directed by Alexandre Aja. The film tells the story of a young woman, Melanie Laurent, who wakes up in a cryogenic pod. She doesn't remember who she is or how she ended up there. As she's running out of oxygen, she must rebuild her memory to find a way out of a nightmare. Oxygen gets the white-knuckle maximum out of its claustrophobic setting, with Alexandre Aja and star Melanie Laurent making this a must-watch thriller for sci-fi fans. Well, I don't know why we have to limit it to sci-fi fans. I remember going into this, all I knew, of course, I don't watch trailers. Every show, I'm going to say it, every show, I do not watch trailers. So I just knew Alexandre Aja, and was making some sort of sci-fi thingy, or at least it took place in space. And upon going into it, I think I did I just need to get off social media. But if I get off of social media, then how do you promote this show? Do I even want to promote this show? I don't even know anymore. It's tiresome. It's very tiresome. If I was making money and I had dental, maybe we'd talk about it. But until then, show's a waste of time. Not when I have guests on, but it does take a lot of work to have those guests on. And it would be nice if somebody gave me at least like a wooden nickel. Anyway. I wouldn't limit this to sci-fi fans. Oh, going into it, somebody had mentioned that, and I fucking social media, it popped up. Oh, Oxygen is like Buried. For those of you that don't know, Buried. Ryan Reynolds. Did you guys see that one? I thought it was really good. Claustrophobic horror setting. He's buried alive, and I mean, I guess I won't ruin the ending of a fucking 10-year-old movie, but maybe even, no, about 10 or less. Final answer. And I could be wrong. Could be like 14. Anyway, that was a good one. Check that out if you haven't seen it. But Oxygen is so much more. I'm getting kind of tired, like, it's just an absolute, like, because you saw it like a similar setting as another movie, therefore it is like, I guess the wording is what annoyed me. Oh, it's buried but in space. Well, no, it's claustrophobia. Anyway, I don't know. We just have to just boom there. And yeah, okay, like, but as the story unfolds, I think it is so much more than Buried, which is maybe why I was just kind of annoyed. But it was a good tag though, because I went, oh, okay, because I didn't know what it was about at all. So when okay, I mean, I'll watch that. But woo-wee, it's a tough hour and 40 minutes, I think it was. But a good one. I would deem it a must see for sure. That's why I'm talking about it. I wouldn't have taken the fucking time. I've watched 3 movies since Oxygen, and not one of them are going to be on the podcast. Because fuck that. Anyway, but no, like, you got to see this French film on Netflix, and I just figured since it's on Netflix, you got to bring it up. It's easy access. Promote the film. Promote Alexandre Aja, Melanie Laurent, Shoshana. I shouldn't. Not just Melanie Laurent, but there's an AI in it by the name of Milo, who she is kind of guided by, and he's not warm. He's just a voice. He's just a voice in a pod. She wakes up in a cryogenic pod. You do get to see her husband in flashbacks, Leo. Dr. Liz's husband is Leo, played by Malik Zaidi. I know I said that wrong. Malik Zaidi. He's been in tons of French films that I haven't seen. And when I was looking everybody up, I felt like uncultured swine. I went, oh, I'm usually, and I kind of toot my own horn, tooty toots, a little bit, because, like, I've seen 30% of each, like, country, I would say I've seen 30 or more, perhaps obviously higher in the Asian market for me, but, you know, probably it does matter. But yeah, I was annoyed at myself, and I felt so uncultured and got all down on myself because I was like, oh, I haven't seen that. Like, you've actually seen Matthew Americ. You've seen him in a couple films, like I think like Quantum of Solace, maybe. Look it up. Look it up, Sean. You've seen him in Munich, Quantum of Solace, and he actually did the video game work for Quantum of Solace too. Grand Budapest Hotel. I love the Grand. We at Ellis Cinema promote the Grand Budapest Hotel. He's going to be in the French Dispatch next too, which I believe is Wes Anderson's next film. Of course, I'll see it. Grand Budapest. That's a high rewatch value for me. Not, most Oscar-worthy movies. Of course, you can watch them over and over again, but I don't put on Schindler's List all the time or Shawshank on all the time. You got to be in a mood for that. Now, if I still had cable and fucking Shawshank was on like TNT or something, I might leave it on. Green Mile. I might leave it on. I don't know if that was nominated for any Academy Awards. I could be wrong on that one too. But high rewatch value, I thought. Grand Budapest. But he plays an AI. You don't see him at all. He's just a voice. And I urge you to put the fucking subtitles on and have the fucking original French audio. So you're not uncultured swine. But I'm uncultured swine because I definitely have seen the AI before. I've seen his face before, but Leo, I've seen him here and there, but I think I noticed one credit on his, and he's got 50 plus. I was like, oh, you're kind of a piece of shit, Sean. You suck. You shouldn't even have a podcast. I agree. I should not have a podcast. This is not only is a waste of time, it's a waste of your time. But this movie's not. That's why I just, in my heart, I have such a deep affection for cinema that I can't help myself. And it's therapy. Because I don't want to do this all day with people. I just do it once on the mic and I say, hey, go check it out. Good turnout for the first fucking Ellis Cinema Presents the other night. In the heart of the city, rented the theater, showed a nice little independent film from Ohio. That was cute, pretty cool. Oxygen, anyway. That's why I'm talking about, because you may just gloss over it. You'll be like, oh, it's number 4, 1, 2, 3 on Netflix. It's number 4 in the country. 1, 2, 3 is going to be my pick, or I don't know. There's just something about Oxygen, and I don't blame you. At least, how do you? It's a tough one to sell because the ending is the payoff. I can't, there's no way that I would tell you what it ends up as. We'll just say that it's some deep scientific thinking and also heavy on the claustrophobia and heavy on the science. But the ending is, we can't limit it to just Buried. I want to ruin the ending of Buried for you so bad. Look, they don't find Ryan Reynolds. Come on, it's been so long. It's been like a decade for sure. It's been like a decade. And if you love Ryan Reynolds, you would have saw that film. It was a good film. They didn't find him though. So on Netflix right now, you know what else was great? The fucking music. And as I was researching the music, it was done by Rob. I believe his name's Robin Kudert. I'm a piece of garbage. I wish I could. If I practice, I would get better. Robin Kudert. No, that's not how it is, Sean. That's not how it is at all. But the music, strong and epic in terms of what we see, sells it. Same with the visual effects. I kind of thought first 20 minutes, 25 minutes, I'm like, okay, we're here to stay. I'm all right with that. Some people can't do that. Some people can't do one person, same locale.